Have you ever stopped to look at how the world moves around you, from the street outside your house to the sky above? We use special machines to carry us and our things from one place to another. Today we are learning about vehicles. Hello everyone, welcome to Extra English TV. My name is Shayoo and I'm your instructor, your coach, and your guide to mastering real American English. In this lesson, we will explore different types of vehicles. We will go slowly so you can understand every word. Let's get started. First, let's look at land vehicles. These move on the ground. The most common one is the car. Repeat, car. A car is used for carrying a few people. For example, I drive my car to work every morning. Car. Next is a truck. Trucks are bigger than cars and carry goods. For example, the truck carries heavy boxes. Truck. The bus carries many people at once. For example, students take the bus to school every day. Bus. A motorcycle has two wheels and is very fast. For example, he wears a helmet to ride his motorcycle. Motorcycle. A bicycle is moved by your legs. We also call it a bike. For example, I ride my bicycle for exercise. Bicycle. A train moves on tracks. It can travel very long distances. For example, we took the train to the city. Train. Those are land vehicles. Can you remember them? Car, truck, bus, motorcycle, bicycle, and train. Good job. Now let's look at water vehicles. These are used for traveling across lakes, rivers, and oceans. A boat is usually small. For example, we went fishing in a small boat last weekend. Boat. A ship is a very large boat. For example, the ship sails across the deep blue sea. Ship. A submarine is a special vehicle that travels under the water. For example, the submarine stays submerged for weeks. Submarine. So on the water, we have boats, ships, and submarines. They are great for exploring the sea. Next, let's look up. There are many vehicles that fly in the sky. These help us travel very fast. An airplane or a plane flies high in the air. For example, I took an airplane to visit America. Airplane. A helicopter uses spinning blades to fly. For example, the helicopter landed on the building. Helicopter. A hot air balloon is a slow and beautiful way to fly. For example, we saw a hot air balloon at sunrise. Hot air balloon. Airplanes, helicopters, and hot air balloons. These are our friends in the sky. Do you like to fly? Now let's learn the names of the parts that make these vehicles work. This is very important. A wheel is round and it turns to make the vehicle move. For example, a car has 4 wheels. Wheel. The engine is the heart of the vehicle. It creates power. For example, the engine makes the car move fast. Engine. The steering wheel is what you use to guide the vehicle. For example, use the steering wheel to turn left. Steering wheel. The brakes are used to stop the vehicle. For example, you must use the brakes to stop at a red light. Brakes. The tire is the rubber part on the wheel. For example, I need to check the air in my tire. Tire. Wheel, engine, steering wheel, brakes, and tire. These are the basic parts. Great job. Let's keep going. Now, what do we do with these vehicles? We use different verbs for different types of transport. We use the verb drive for cars, trucks, and buses. For example, I drive my car to work every day. Drive. We use ride for bicycles and motorcycles. For example, I like to ride my bicycle in the park. Ride. For things in the air, we use the verb fly. For example, pilots fly airplanes all around the world. Fly. For boats and ships, we use the verb sail. For example, we sail our boat when it is sunny. Sail. Remember, you drive a car, you ride a bike, you fly a plane, and you sail a boat. Don't mix them up. Many people use public transportation. These are vehicles everyone can use, like buses and trains. In big cities, people use the subway. It is a train that goes underground. For example, I take the subway to avoid traffic. Subway. You can also call a taxi or a cab. You pay the driver to take you home. For example, we called a taxi after the party. Taxi. An ambulance is a special vehicle for emergencies. For example, the ambulance takes sick people to the hospital. Ambulance. A fire truck helps firefighters put out fires. For example, the red fire truck has a very loud siren. Fire truck. Subways, taxis, ambulances, and fire trucks, these are all important vehicles we see every day. What about the future? Many vehicles now use electricity. We call these electric vehicles electric. The fastest vehicle is a rocket. It travels all the way into space. For example, a rocket carries astronauts to space. Rocket. Let's practice. I will ask a question. What vehicle has 4 wheels and you drive it to work? Is it a bicycle? No, it is a car. Here is another one. What vehicle flies in the sky and has wings? Yes, it is an airplane. Great job. Safety is always first. Always wear your seat belt in a car or a truck. Seat belt. And if you ride a bike or a motorcycle, you must wear a helmet. Helmet. Seat belts and helmets help keep us safe. Please remember to use them every time you travel. Long ago, people used horses and carriages. These were the first types of vehicles. Carriage. Vehicles have changed a lot. They have become faster, safer, and much more comfortable for us. Evolution. Here is a tip. Listen to these words many times and repeat them out loud. This helps you remember. Try to use these words in a sentence today. Tell a friend what vehicle you took to get home. Let's review. On land, we have cars, buses, and trains. Do you remember their names? In the water, we have boats, ships, and submarines. They are used for traveling on the sea. And in the air, we have airplanes, helicopters, and hot air balloons. They fly high above us. Don't forget the parts, the engine, the wheels, and the steering wheel. They make it all work. You have done a wonderful job today. Learning English takes time, but you are making great progress. Keep practicing, keep listening, and keep speaking. American English is fun to learn together. If you like this lesson, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Like and share. Don't forget to subscribe to Extra English TV. My name is Shayoo, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.